authenticity?
Oh, no.
No, it's still marbling, all right, but it wouldn't. But the paper they pull up would not be usable if you were redoing you know, a 1750s book, all right. But for someone who is binding a contemporary book, it could be perfectly fine. It depends upon what the binder wants. Right?
Okay.
It's all considered marbling. Some people do it with oil paints.
Now that does, well, and it's also much more
Yeah, there's more fumes. And the problem with oil is it's hard to control, so you don't get the precision in controlling the actual position and movement of the paints. But there's many beautiful papers are still made that way. It just depends upon, you know, the kind of pattern that you're looking for. But basically, the technique is sort of the starting point, and where you go with the technique really depends upon whatever the interests of the person are. So that's basically stylist the way we would do it for this pattern, and now we're using a comb, which is you know, just basically a comb. We'll pull it down. No, don't worry about it. We'll style it.
Nope. These wide spaces, you can catch something.
Yeah. And that would be considered a classic Dutch pattern. All right, it's just stylist, and then we'll. I like to curl.
Yes.
And sometimes you dilute your size
Yeah.
to a certain amount, and sometimes it's fairly stiff, and he could do that and nothing would move.
Yeah.
This is a slightly thinner, and it's still waves through.
And that, you know, curling was a common way to just give a little more interest to a paper. But it does give a very nice image.
Which paper do you use?
Any number of papers can be used. This paper is a Hahnemuhle Gutenberg.
It looks like Gutenberg.
Yeah, I like Gutenberg. I think it's very easy to use. It takes the image well. It just has the right off-white look that I like. But I use many different colors. Some of them over here, you'll see I use Hahnemuhle Buber papers. Particularly, these are all watercolor pigments, so they tend to be fairly translucent. So if I want to give a slightly darker effect, I'll actually darken the paper, and that will give me, and that will give us a little darker look to it. So as you run down